ain't no fuss and fight. Down and dirty, won't you come to my place? Down and dirty, you can pick up the pieces. Down and dirty, be a real disgrace. Down and dirty, can I buy you a drink? Honey, would you like to dance? Down and dirty, you look real swell. Do you want a little romance? Down and dirty, that's a beautiful girl. Man, it fits you like a glove. Down and dirty, what am I thinking of? Down and dirty, won't you come to my place? Down and dirty, we can pick up the people. Down and dirty, be a real disgrace. Come to my place. Down and dirty, we can pick up the people. Down and dirty, be a real disgrace. Down and dirty, let's get us a cab. You can come right home with me. Down and dirty, we can have us some fun. Pretend that we're still 17. Down and dirty, but it's never too old. At least I do believe it's true. Down and dirty, let's try something new. Down and dirty, 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 down and dirty.
That's Down and Dirty, and it's an original song penned by the guys from Blues and Trouble. Welcome back.
Thank you so much.
Now, we had a wee live song from you as well,
We did.
which was fantastic, I've got to say. The old harmonica as well.
Wailing away.
Now, I was going to ask you, where did the love of the blues come from you guys? For you guys, what was the introduction into the blues?
Well, for me, it was probably my mum and dad. They were fans of jazz and early blues. People like Bessie Smith, Sippy Wallace, Big Joe Turner, all that kind of stuff. Count Basie Band,
Yep.
Fats Waller, a lot of sort of blues, or what you would call classic blues singers. In that, my dad was a lovely blues singer as well. He's a baritone singer. He used to sing like spirituals and that kind of stuff. And my mum was a very good pianist, and she had a lovely voice as well. So it really came from there. And then being brought up in Southern Rhodesia, Zimbabwe as it's called now, listened to a lot of the the local people singing as well, because that's obviously where a lot of the blues comes from, is that type of singing, like your field hollers, all that kind of stuff. So listening to all that, and then later on listening to my brother's records like Little Richard and Eddie Cochran, Gene Vincent, as we just heard earlier on, all these people who are, well, they're called rock and roll, they're all playing basically blues music, but with a slightly different beat. And then after that, obviously the Rolling Stones came along, and then all the rest was history really after that.
And what about yourselves? You two guys, obviously we're missing the bass guitar today, which sadly.
Tragic loss.
But you guys, I mean, you're telling me that you've played different styles as well. But once you got involved in the blues scene, then there's sort of no looking back.
I actually, my dad had a record in the loft called Remember Big Bill Brunsey, and it was when I was learning to play guitar, and I heard Big Bill Brunsey, and I thought, this is amazing. And that's how I kind of got into it. And my sister, who's 10 years older than me, used to play me a lot of the Rolling Stones stuff back in the 60s when I was just a wee laddie. So
do you know a lot of people might be thinking to themselves, I would never really associate the Rolling Stones so much with the blues.
the early stuff, yeah.
However, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's not their commercial stuff. That is very, very bluesy as well.
And I mean, all their commercial stuff's still blues based.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you take it down to the basic formula. It's all just blues, basically.
Yeah, and that's the thing, analysing music. I think Elvis, started off
A great blues singer.
started off as a blues singer, and then,
Fabulous.
that developed into rock and roll, but
That's
still
right.
always had the blues sound there. And what about yourself, Rod? Where did your love of the
Yeah,
style
well, for
come
me,
from?
the same thing. I was just learning to play the guitar, and I came across an old album called Muddy Waters at Newport, and that's what got me interested. That's got on. Everyone will know the version of Mojo Working that comes off that album.
Yeah,
best
Every
ever.
blues band in the world has since emulated it.
Try to.
And then from there into sort of all the British blues boom stuff that was floating around, Fleetwood Mac and John Mayall and Eric Clapton. I heard all that stuff. And blues is, when you're starting to learn the guitar, it sounds like it's fairly easy to play.
Yeah,
So naturally you get kind of drawn into
sounds like it's
that
easy to
stuff.
play.
Sounds like it's easy to play. Then you find out that yeah. So that interested me. But I also got into playing country music and stuff as well, and I've done a lot of that in my life. So bluegrass. And all kinds
Do
of
you
things.
think? I was going to say, do you find that there are quite similar styles, between some of the country stuff and the blues as well?
Absolutely, there's crossover all the way down the line, right back from the early days of recorded music. You can hear this crossover going on, and people think there's black music and there's white music, but it's not. It's all just music.
That's what it is.
Do you know, I couldn't have put that any better myself. It's a great, because music is music.
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. Now, you guys are playing a sold-out gig this weekend.
Yes.
Yes, in Dundee.
In Dundee with Maggie Bell and the Dundee Horns.
Maggie Bell and the Dundee Horns. Maggie Bell, very well known as well across Scotland.
Yeah, Dundee Horns, who the two guys that started the Average White Band.
Ah,
Who are coming,
name dropping now.
I know, flying in from the USA.
There's going to be a lot of people on stage. That's for sure.
Yes, there is.
So that's in Dundee, and it's at what theatre?
The Garden and Theatre, which is up by the university.
University.
Fantastic. Now, I do believe it is sold out, but there will be people touting tickets at the door, probably.
It's pretty much sold out. There might be a few seats left.
Yeah, so if anybody wants to have a wee trip up to Dundee this Saturday to have a listen to you guys, I've selected a track off the album just because of the title. Tell me a bit about this. You Can't Hit a Woman.
Well, that was one that I wrote, actually, and there is a little story to this one.
Uh-huh.
I wrote it quite a few years ago. Our dear guitar player, Mr. Driving Johnny Bruce, he put on a gig in Anstruther that he was organising with his then wife, Jill. And it was a fabulous gig and all went really well, complete sellout and what have you. And then we all stayed at his flat. But they used to have a lot of arguments and they used to fight all the time. And the evening ended up with them trying to knife each other. And I think John actually got a plant pot with a palm knocked over his head, and the whole place was all covered in soil and broken bottles and their two kids screaming and everything. And I wrote the song the next day. But I've
Fantastic.
never recorded it before, but that was quite a few years ago.
Brilliant stuff.
Talk about your lady. I know she drives you crazy. But listen up, buddy, to what I'm gonna say to you. She's cheating and deceiving. She's always double dealing. She goes to on a party and tries to turn on all the men. Saw her this morning, her face was a mess. Just try to do some talking and use your fierceness. Well, you gotta talk it over, 'cause life's no bed of clover. You've been together too long to throw away what you got. Ah, yes, you have, baby. This morning, her face was a mess. Just try to do some talking and use your fierce list. Well, you gotta ask the reason.
morning. You both get down to talking. I'll keep your hands in your pockets, or I'll be knocking on your door. I'll be knocking on that door, man. Well, you can't hit a woman. Can't hit a woman. Yeah, you can't hit a woman. Can't hit a woman. Man, you can't hit a woman. Man, you know it just ain't right. Yeah, you can't hit a woman. Can't hit a woman. Yeah, you can't hit a woman. Can't hit a woman. Well, you can't hit a woman. Man, you know it just ain't right. Well, you can't hit a woman. Can't hit a woman. Yeah, you can't hit a woman. Can't hit a woman. Said you can't hit a woman. Man, you know it just ain't right. Well, you can't hit a woman. Can't hit a woman. Yeah, you can't hit a woman. Can't hit a woman. Said you can't hit a woman. Man, you know it just ain't right.